Hey, good morning, folks. Right across here, BJC Outdoors. Hey, we're down here on the Tennessee River this morning. Come down to fish one of my favorite areas to fish with the Mississippi, Alabama state line. We're up in this big old creek, man, and you can see it's so foggy. It's pretty dangerous out here right now. So I come down here really, planning on dragging. But once I got here, of course, Mother Nature threw me a curveball. It happens a lot down here. It took me an hour longer to get here because of the fog. But we're gonna make the best of it, man, and we're gonna throw out. I'm pulled up on the bank right here, tied off, and we're fixing to throw some out on the bottom. You know, it's a cold front right now coming through. We're one day on the back side of it, so it's gonna be tough, I'm sure. But I really think we can catch some fish right here, man. This is one of my best areas to fish, and it's about, I don't know, 500-600 yard stretch up through here that's got some good fish on it. You know, it's still fall transition. Water temp here is 65 degrees. That's a good thing. I got bait flickering around. Like I said, I got a point right down below me right here. It comes out, and I got another point right here. It comes out, and we're kind of right in the middle of it here. The depth back here where I'm gonna be casting is about 15 foot. So we're gonna get these out using skipjack today. Gonna have a head on one, probably body chunks on the rest. These are big skipjack. I can get about 4 pieces out of them. But we're gonna get them out and see what we can do. And like I said, if this don't work out, we'll may do some dragging. But I'm not sure that this ain't gonna be the deal. Well, y'all stay tuned. Let's see what we can do. Gonna be using that Mid-Atlantic Catfish Bounty Hunter hook, 10-aught. Gonna put 2 on the bottom. I'm thinking about free lining 2, and I did that years ago, man. That was an awesome way to fish. It seemed like it gave a more natural presentation to the fish. You know, it works real good when it's tough. Like I said, I hadn't done it. I hadn't done it in a long time, but I may try that. I'm gonna throw 2 out on the bottom, and then I'll decide. But I'll show y'all my rig here in just a minute. It's pretty much simple bank rig. Bank fishing rig. Sometimes I'll do Carolina rigs. Using old Abby Garcia 6500s. B&M Silver Cat Elite. That's a medium heavy. Awesome rods, man, for pretty much every application. The only thing I don't use them for is suspending because they're a little soft on the tip, but I like that, I like that jar when I'm suspending. Anyway, got 70-pound Hercules braid on there. That's a sinker slide. Got it pegged right there. Got a 1.5 ounce bank sinker, heavy duty swivel. That's a 50-pound Berkeley Big Game leader. And like I said, that's a 10-aught Bounty Hunter circle hook. I'm gonna get these 2 out and decide what I'm gonna do with them other 2. Got a big old body chunk on this one. I got a big old head on the other one. Them probably hitting about 10-12 foot. That's plenty deep enough. Last trip down here, I was catching them in 4 foot. Some 20s, 25, 30 pounders. So, I don't expect to catch a monster fish right here, but you never know. It just depends. But this cold front condition, I can catch some dragging, but sitting still sometimes is the best thing, you know, when it's during these cold fronts. But like I said, I would have started out dragging if the fog, you know, wasn't as bad as it is. But these people run up down this in and out of this creek, man, wide open. Mainly bass fishermen, you know. Some of them watch what they're doing, and a lot of them don't. So I'm more concerned about the ones that don't. Well, all right, I'm gonna get these other two fixed up, and we fishing. So we'll see if they want to eat today. I think I'm just gonna throw out 3 to start with. I'm gonna put them all 3 on the bottom. Until I locate some fish. You know, when you're up this shallow, there's no doubt when you hang one, he's gonna go right or left. He can't go down, so. And I can control 3 rods a lot better than I can 4, so we're gonna start out with 3. See, like I said, the fog's lifting a little bit. Oh, bite right here already. Don't need it, boy. I think that one's got the big head on it, so it's gonna take a pretty good sized fish to eat that bait. That's a good sign though. We ain't been here 10 minutes maybe. I don't know why he dropped it, but it's still there and he's still hungry. Oh, golly. Folks, I just got that one out. Just got it out. I don't think he's no monster fish, but he took off peddling a little drag, but I think he's just aggressive. Yeah, he ain't that big at all. I jerked a knot in his butt though. He just started rolling. Cold blue cat right there. Oh, come here, boy. No cold blue cat. We barely will see him. He's just now trying to fight. Ain't a bad fish though. Ain't a bad fish at all. These grippers, I don't think I need them. Oh, I got one on that bite back there now. Yep. That's why I didn't want to throw out but 3, folks. Yep. Sometimes you just land right on top of them, folks. This one here's a little bit better. Oh, yeah, that's a nice fish right there. Nice one right there. Yes, sir. Oh. I want you to be nice now. We in this shallow water. I don't want y'all to give me no trouble now. I love it, folks. I love it. Tell you what, I'm gonna get this bigger one in first, cause that other one's kind of a lot calmer than this one is. I ain't even got my stuff put up, folks. That's a good fish right there, man. You gonna be nice to me, boy? You gotta figure out who I am, cause you ain't used to me. Hey. You ain't used to me being out here on the bank, are you? Alright. There you go, folks. That nice blue right there. Old shallow water blue kit. Ain't nothing like it, man. Like I said, when the cold front hits, don't just sit at the house. You can have some fun, man. Like I said, setting up steels a lot of times is the best way to do it. That's a nice blue right there. Sure is. Thank you, buddy. I sure do appreciate you. Alright, you gotta give me a second. Hey. Slinging that cold water on me like that. There you go. Get your bearings right, son. Alright, let me get this one out of the way. Like I said, they caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting. I mean, I was hoping to get bit that fast, but like I said, sometimes you land on top of them like that. And I love it when I do. Alright, bud, you ready? Alright, another nice little blue. You ain't as big as your brother, but hey, that's typical. One of you's got to be bigger than the other one. You be still there for a second. We're trying to be quiet in this shallow water. Another nice blue, folks. I appreciate you, my friend. You see all that? I don't know if y'all see all that mud on the bottom of that fish, but you know, we're up here in shallow water. You know, people think when the cold front hits, the catfish run back out to the deep water and bury in the mud, but they don't. I mean, closest mud, shallow water, That's why I always, even during the cold front, shallow is the key for me. Well, thank you, Lord. Man, that was a good deal right there. I still don't think I want to throw out more than 3 rods, because that bigger fish, he was headed that way, and if I had that middle rod out, I'd been in some trouble. So. Well, all right, get these other baited back up, get back out there. Awesome, man, awesome. 15 minutes and done got 2 fish in the boat. Like I said, I don't know that we'll catch any monster fish, but hey, you got to take what you dealt with and make the best of it, and that's what we're doing. All right, we got them back out. Keep back and take it easy, man. This is my favorite thing to do, folks. Not necessarily sitting on a bank, but anchor fishing. I like that pinpoint precise deal, and that's kind of the same deal here. I noticed some fish here. I got on my avionics like I always do at home, and it's like, well, I know that point's there. I fished here before, but only off the bank, dragging baits, and I've been looking at this, eyeballing it, every time I come down here, because there's a lot of times, you can't fish the main river, but there's always in the winter time, where from October till April, there's always a bank to pull up on the Tennessee River in my area, because they drop the water to the winter pool. So I'm always eyeing stuff, finding deep water close to the bank. Just for these, this scenario, I come out here and it's real foggy. I want to get started fishing. Now the fall's clear, but I done caught 2 fish, one decent fish. So, this may be all we do today, and I'm perfectly fine with that. All right, folks, we sit here about, 30 more minutes. I got one good takedown on this rod, but that was it. They fish on the bank like this, you eventually catch the fish that's in the air. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna roll them up, and right down here about 100 yards, there's another point comes out. We're gonna get on the side of it and throw them back out. And that's probably what we're gonna do today, is work our way up through here on these points, and just see what we can catch. I know the fish are shallow, and I could be dragging for them, but you know, this is what I like to do, and it's something I don't get to do much. So if the fish want to bite doing this, that's what I'm gonna do. Well, let me get them up. I'm gonna pull right up here about 100 yards, and we're gonna sit back up and try them again. That wind chill is brutal. I have to put my big coat back on. See this bluebird sky, it's always usually a tough day of fishing. Got a bite on that one. We just throw them out here in this other spot. There we go, folks. Still got it, boy. Still got it. He's swimming too. There we go. These shallow water fish are crazy, folks. That joker headed straight to the boat. He's still coming to the boat. Boy, you're gonna run up on the bank if you ain't careful. Golly. These jokers are crazy, man. He's gonna start coming to me and get up here in this foot of water. It's all right, buddy. Ain't gonna hurt you. Just give me just a minute. Hey. Hey. Ain't no sense in all that, son. I told you I'd get you back in just a minute. All right, folks. Nice blue kit for what we doing. I'll take him all day long. You sure are warm on my hands, bud. I appreciate you. Hey. You can almost guarantee they're gonna act a fool up this shallow. Like I said, that one he came running to me from out there in 6 or 8 foot, and he came running up here, running to the boat. So they will go shallow, folks. A lot of them fish you see chasing shad up on the bank in the wintertime ain't bass, it's catfish. Well, that's awesome, man. There's some fish here. I got a bite on that one a while ago. Like I said, we're just gonna keep working our way down through here and see what we can do. You know, like I said, the wind's supposed to get real strong here after a while. That's one reason like I said, I kind of wanted to drag, but I wanted to do this if I couldn't. And but like I said, you can, until that wind gets so strong it starts blowing my boat around sideways on the bank. You know, we're gonna just stick with this, man. Well, that wind is whooping down through here now. I'm kind of tucked in behind this little point right here, but everything else down through there is getting beat up by the wind. We're gonna sit here and do all we can do. Like I said, I know the conditions was gonna be tough, especially with it being a cold front, but like I said, I had to come down here and check, man. Like I said, I was hoping I'd be able to drag, but that definitely ain't gonna happen in this wind. But you know, what we're doing is working. You know, as long as this wind don't blow the fish out, because like I said, we're fishing in 6 to 8 foot of water, and you know, when wind gets up like that, you know, them fish may not hang around. They may run out there and, you know, drop off in the channel or something. But all right, folks, it seems like the bite shut down up this way. Since this wind's picked up, and like I said, I figured that would happen in the shallow water. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna roll everything up. We're gonna run back up the back of this creek, and in the back there is a point that turns way back up to the north. So I'm gonna go run down there and kind of try to tuck in behind that point, and we'll cast them back out and in there, see what we can do. It's kind of a big cove back in there, so it should be some fish in there. There's pretty much the same bottom, you know, pea gravel and shells, so it should be some fish in there. But we're gonna have to get out of this wind, and like I said, this doesn't mess these fish up right here. Like I said, we're on a cold front. You know, when that wind chilly like that, it's cooling this water off pretty fast. But we're gonna get them up, run back up in here and see if we can pick up something back there. All right, folks, we made it down to probably our final spot, man. It's the only place I can find to get out of that wind. I'm fixing to chunk these out here. Pretty much same concept, same depth. Gonna be fishing in about 6 to 8 foot. I apologize if that sun is giving the camera any problems, because like I said, this is the only place I can find that's out of the wind enough where I can fish and still feel like I'm in a good place. So we're gonna sit here and see. Well, that may be the end of this spot too. That boat just ran across my line back there. Maybe he'll push one to us. Sometimes I really feel like I'm invisible. I think this one's got a fish on it. Yeah, well, it did have. I think it may have been a little guy, or it may have even been a turtle. Tell you what, I must be in one of them spots where a bass fishermen really want to fish it, because they all on me right here. Now, if I wasn't here, wouldn't nobody come fishing. We either parked right on top of a school of baby catfish, or we're on top of a whole bunch of turtles, which don't make a lot of sense that it'd be that many turtles out there in, 8-10 foot of water. But I've been getting a bite on every one of them. I'm getting a bite on this one now. Folks, that's exactly what we done. We done sit down right on top of a bunch of turtles, because I'm starting to see them come up back there now. So we finna get this stuff up, and I'm fixing to go back out close to where we was. It looks like the wind's trying to shift out of the north like it's supposed to be today, instead of the northeast or northwest. So we're gonna run back over here and try to get set back up, because this right here ain't gonna work with these turtles. And like I said, the wind's trying to shift out of the north like it's supposed to be, and that should give us a little more shelter where we was at, where we can sit still. So all right, folks, we're back up here. The wind still hadn't shifted up on this upper end here where we was at earlier, so We're tied off again right here. We're in a different spot, but we're kind of the same concept. Got a point right here, it runs out. Got a point right here, it runs out. We're gonna be casting out about 6 to 10 foot of water. I'm gonna put fresh bait on them all, and this is gonna be it, man. This is the spot. So we're just gonna sit here and let them soak for a little while and see what happens. Big old Mongo skipjack. I want y'all to look what a skipjack. That's just half of him. I done used half of him. I'm saving my heads. I'm not going to use any of these big heads down here fishing like this, so I'm saving them, and I'll use them. I'm hoping I get to go out tomorrow for a little while. If I do, I'm going to do something a little different. Maybe do some suspending. Tomorrow's supposed to be a real good day for us. The wind not blowing, and that's still going to be on the back side of a cold front, but we can deal with the cold front if we got, as long as the conditions allow us to fish. All right, contestant number 1. Man, them some. I cut them baits slim. They're about 1.5 inches wide, but man, that's still a big piece of bait off that big old skipjack. One of these days, maybe we'll get some decent weather. I struggle with that all the time in my area with just getting conditions fishable. And you may get a couple days a week that's good, or what I would call, perfect days for fishing. But here lately, those days has been my work days, and probably gonna be doing something about that here real soon. All right, we locked and loaded again. Like I said, we're gonna sit here and wait this spot out, man. I know this is a good spot. I kind of bypassed this spot this morning, because what I was trying to do is go upstream and let my scent just continue to work down this way as I bumped down, but it didn't work out that way. The wind was too strong. It has died down just a little, but it's still pretty stout. But like I said, it's calmed down enough and changed directions just a little bit where I can actually fish right here. So we're gonna sit here and see. It won't take long to find out, Like I said, it's a real good area, and I know these fish are working shallow. I just don't know what this cold front, that right there's getting a bite on it. Don't know what this cold front may have done to them. They was here first thing, but once that cold wind starts blowing, this one's getting a bite too. Once that cold wind starts blowing, it can affect the shallow bite, because it cools this water off pretty quick. And what it does, it starts rolling the water over, mixing the warmer water down under, starts rolling over with the cooler water. Fish don't like that, man. They don't like drastic changes. But other than that, it's mainly the barometric pressure. But I've said that many times. It's just cold front is a game changer. Right before it can be awesome fishing. The day before, even a couple of days before cold front comes through. Bite too. But that back side after it comes through, it's very tough for a few days, and you just got to learn to adapt. And even when you adapt, you're not gonna just wear the fish out. It just ain't gonna happen. But each day after a cold front, it's gonna get better. And then, like it is right now, you know, cold front comes through, fishing gets tough on the post front, and then here it is 4 days from now, we got another one coming through. So it's just something you got to deal with through the winter time, you know. We haven't got into real winter yet, but it's fixing. It's fixing to get there. It's coming. The end of this week's fixing to start winter. One hitting right there. It must be small fish. Now y'all need to get on out of here now. We ain't come up here to feed turtles and little fish. I think he finally hooked himself up. Did you hook up, boy? You did, didn't you? Yep. No, he didn't either. Yeah, you did. He took that thing way over yonder, man. What is going on here? Yeah, he's on there. Man, he's swimming right to the boat. Golly. You crazy thing. That's a good fish, too. Man, that fish was right behind the boat when I caught him. Like crazy, man, in the shallow water. I thought he broke my line. I had that much slack. You ain't hooked real good, boy. You hooked in a good place. I just didn't really have time to. You never really hooked yourself up. Nice fish right there, folks. Another good one. Like I said, they ain't monsters, but for what we're doing, that's a good fish. I should have brought more ugly sticks down here. That's what I may do next time I try this. These fish right here, this size will be a lot more fun on a smaller gear. That's a nice one though. Like I said, for what we're doing, that's a good fish. They do get bigger than that, you know. We can catch a 30, 40 pounder here. I'm confident in that, or I wouldn't be fishing here. But you know, a lot of times your bigger fish are the ones that get stubborn and really hunker down during this cold front. You know, you can always catch something, but your smaller fish will generally be easier to catch in bad conditions. And that's my opinion, you know, from what I've seen. Well, all right, get him baited back up. We ain't been here 10 minutes on that one. Had a good one. I think it was, yeah, hits that rod. I think he's still bumping on it. That fish there took off that way, pulling a little drag. You know, he wasn't big enough to pull much. And when I picked it up, it went limp. And I started reeling in, and my line was so limp, I thought he cut me off. Because, you know, it's shallow out here. And when I caught him, he was right here. Like I said, they're just crazy, man. Craziest fish in the river is fall catfish. I think that one might have a fish on it. Man, I hate when they hit like that. And yeah, he's on there. Yep. Well, he was. I think he may have came off. Yeah, he did. They want to hit and run to me. The worst thing they can do in this shallow water. I just noticed the water temperature dropped 2 degrees right here since this morning. That's you know, only 2 degrees, but that's a pretty good jump, man, in just, you know, a few hours. And it's going the wrong way. You know, if it's warming up, I know the fish would come on up, but you know, it getting cooler. I think it has affected the bite a little bit. All right, folks, we're gonna make one more move. I'm gonna get around on the other side of this point because what's happening is wind's kind of coming in, hitting me quarter like this, and it's blowing my scent right back up to the bank. So it's not doing what I originally hoped it was doing. So I'm gonna get on the other side of this point, and that way it'll carry my scent on down, on up in this creek right here. Because right now we're just kind of, you know, wasting time. I'm getting a few pecks, but I think they're turtle bites or small catfish or something. But we're gonna get on the other side of this point, and so I'm getting a bite here. I mean, I'm getting bites, but I think they're little catfish and turtle bites, which that's typical. Like I said, my scent's just pretty much staying right here around me, and that's not what I'm after. So we're gonna make a move and see what we can do over there. All right, folks, this got us tied off to another spot. We're gonna try it right here, and this will be it. I know I done said that 4 or 5 times, but this will be it. Now my scent can go down through here like it's supposed to. A little deeper too. And it can be in later in the morning like this, deeper. A little deeper is probably a little better. One of them didn't even have a bait on it when I reeled it up. The turtles done ate it off. What's going on with this? I believe this got fish on it. My goodness, that joker done swam all the way up to the boat. That fish picked this thing up way out yonder, brought it right back here. Never knowed he bit it. I finally figured out my mic deal, man. I've had a lot of trouble with my mic here lately. Luckily, I got a smart wife that hit that one again. That will read instructions. I'm a carpenter and I can read a blueprint. You know, used to have to do that all the time. But I don't like reading instructions. You know, you show me a picture, I'll make it look like a picture. Well, you can't use those standards when it comes to electronics, and that's what I tried to do with my mic. I just got it, hooked it up, and just started using it. It done fine at first, but I started having trouble with it not working. So what I found out is when you plug it into the GoPro has to recognize it. If not, it's still running on the mod. And if you plug the mic into the mod don't work because the mic's plugged in. So we got that figured out, hopefully. So this aggravating, you know, you come out and do I done one awesome video on Wheeler, and I think it was 18 minutes of it was no audio. So there we go. Oh, come on, man, really? He was swimming off with it. Slow take down and dropped it. Now this one's doing it. Y'all need to come on and eat, man. Y'all need to come on and eat. Well, I can go eat. Oh, there we go, folks. That's a drag puller there. Man, alive. Now they want to come to the boat. Why in the world would you want to come up here in this dirt shallow water on your own? I can see me trying to pull you up here. They trying to come up here on their own. Little mean rascal. Hey, let's don't do all that. There, folks. Nice little blue. Beautiful fish, man. These fish down here are so clean. You better stay off in trot lines, boy. You know, every one of these fish, every single one of them I've caught has got mud on them. You know, doing this right here, you kind of gotta put yourself in the right area, and that's probably gonna cost me a fish right there, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna waste a piece of bait. But what I was saying is, you know, you can doing this right here, you waiting on the fish to come to you, but you still, you know, when they're stuck in the mud, you still got to put the baits in the right spot, you know, to get them to bite. All right, folks, we're gonna wrap this one up, man. The bite's done shut down. Had a guy come through here in a big old boat making a big wake, so I went ahead and pushed myself off the bank, but we was done anyway. Like I said, this bite don't last long, you know, especially with a cold front like this, and but we did do pretty good, man. I'm tickled with how the morning went. You know, we didn't get to do plan A, which was drag, so we went to plan B, and it worked. And sometimes it does, and sometimes that's your best option. This morning it was our only option. But anyway, man, I want to say thanks to all my subscribers, man. I appreciate each and every one of you for following along with me, man. I really enjoy doing what I'm doing, and if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be doing it. You know, my channel's growing. The more it grows, the more I'm gonna go. So, but anyway, planning another trip on another lake tomorrow. Gonna be doing try to catch some big fish. I got big baits, a bunch of big heads I need to use up, and so y'all stay tuned for that one. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll catch you on the next one. See you then, and God bless you.